Supreme Court has directed Wesley Girls Senior High School to formally respond to allegations that it prevents Muslim students from practicing their religion. The court says these claims raised by private legal practitioner Shafic Osman lie at the heart of the constitutional case before it. The school has 14 days to file its response. The following report has more.
Plaintiff Shafic Osman alleges that Wesley Girls Senior High School enforces policies that bar Muslim students from observing their religious practices, including fasting and prayer, and compels them to participate in Methodist worship because the school is owned by the Methodist Church. He argues that these actions amount to systemic discrimination and violations of religious rights. During Tuesday's sitting, the Attorney General applied to withdraw and replace an earlier statement of case, although the panel, chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott Pawmang, granted the request. The bench raised concerns that the amended document still failed to address the core factual allegations. The court therefore ordered the first defendant, the Board of Governors of Wesley Girls High School, to respond directly to the specific claims. The panel noted that the allegation that the school prevents Muslim students from practicing their faith is particularly serious and requires clarity. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has also granted permission to Democracy Hub to file legal submissions as amicus curiae, but only after all parties have filed their respective documents.
Now, me also be in Wesley Girls. I mean, this year, Crampo on my record. What I say? They say undisputedly one of the best senior high schools, arguably one of the best girls senior high schools in Ghana, because your friend Nipa 824 to the bar a few way. A move 50 every Wesley Girls for a produce 50. They say from to the bar. You can't talk about Wesley Girls and say they are up there. But they have a problem. And the problem is that in the year 2021, Wesley Girls for any association be from Okomok, they say a coalition of Muslims organization in your issues. Now, coalition of Muslims organizations, a position, I normally say your mommy and son, the kind, and they say Wesley Girls, board net that Wesley Girls, I don't know. Omashemwa will say, Kremoni baku kreni. Omofa kremoni braho. It's about time. I was say Wesley Girls board no most sano, no money kremoni baho, because I quite Christopher Methodist for. Omofa kremoni baku meshaho. They to sumienu. And it's a Wesley Girls for our policy be a preventing students, so mo be partake in Ramadan fast, Omo do omo tiase. Omo students ne partake. Muslim students, omo mo kwa no partake. I didn't Wesley Girls for omo kwa no partake. They told me answer. And he said, Wesley Girls for our no fasting policy. Our school ni mo. Omo reasons omo mano, health reasons. School ni hospital and ask omo baby behind your home. Wesley Girls for say policy no. Say ni ma miensa we no mo hwehwe. Until the year 2021, and sa letter we ebeda abonten. Just say be news. So Wesley Girls, I didn't want penny school for any more pay. I didn't want penny Muslims no more pay. I didn't want penny Muslims no fasted during Ramadan. Wesley Girls, I didn't want the Muslim for. Fast forward to the year 2024, specifically 23rd of December 2024, and a baby and Dean and the Shafic Osman. I say, Nebako school Wesley Girls. Na dia bia ne ba na ka kire no no odwenwu bia no ntia se nti no de or the Wesley Girls go Supreme Court na nya Wesley Girls nko or the education service no under Ministry of Education e be ka ho now face or the Attorney General aka ho because Wesley Girls school no omo crosses bi wo omo handbook ni mu and na omo saso undertaking bi a obe sign ya odwenwu ntia se na samwe enye bosirim ka in fact or witnesses are or the omudin aka suit no say emre so a Ombebe di adanse e wo court. Witnesses na back and crown. Emu 8 former students no Fatima Adi eka ho, Fatima Yakubu eka ho, Fauzia Sulemana eka ho, Hikima Basiru eka ho, Latifatu Mohammed eka ho, Lauratu Ibrahim eka ho, Rabiatu Ismail eka ho, Nadia Katari Seidu eka ho. Ena inipa na otoso nkron no de or your parents just say neba currently or school our Wesley Girls High School. It's anchor from Crowley. Why ready so me from no be testify say Wesley Girls for our institutional faith clause just say we a student dia na ba Wesley Girls e wo say wo sign ni na say wo sign ni na say wo sign ni say school ni ye Methodist school enti Methodist esom ne school ni recognize oba ubedi so omo fa ho ubedi so omo say so wo no Islam policy just say policy we no omo kata so omo tribe omo kata so just say policy ni ma ho kwan ama che say so we Muslim to me and practice Islam religion no utu na isi Wesley Girls nkwadia Islam na beira to me practice Wesley Girls no Sano no Osman Shafic Kwabena ehuno ne bako school ho no entina odi omoko Supreme Court enti odi omoko Supreme Court and I say no crese for the past 188 years Wesley Girls since 18 ahe omo a mission school ni ade but so Wesley Girls suba omo dan de ni ade na 1992 constitution no any international human rights emra no just obehu ewo under article 33 of Ghana constitution no Wesley Girls the omo ndi so because the Wesley Girls eye wo school no mo yina no any sa policy no omo say wo sign undertaking ni ade no unconstitutional ekotia ye human rights. They also mienu and it says how Wesley Girls policy no it promotes unlawful discriminatory. So you criminal to me just on your criminal. Oh Wesley Girls what to me just on your criminal restrictions and no more they are two criminal for so. Meanwhile article 17 section subsection 2. Am I who am I your criminal to me express on your criminal but Wesley Girls at the discrimination and now ba ayo unlawful. Ekoti article 17 of Ghana Yemran. They also miensa. And I say, Wesley Girls, a unconstitutional establishment of religion. So Wesley Girls for a imposing compulsorily. Religion be yes also say Methodist oba hankwa de obey Methodist oba hankwa de obey Methodist. A unconstitutional. Article 21 ni article 56 no Wesley Girls for enyoma mo ye ne ekotia sa part of Ghana ye constitution. They also a 9 and it's a Wesley Girls for omo undermining welfare of Muslim students. So Muslim students abba school ka wasa ope say omo ye diemu obehwe se o Muslim ni obetumi asom obetumi aye de woso ye as Muslim na wetumi anya asomdwe asua de baby we Muslim student nko ade a we ye de enfa Wesley Girls for they to biom and he said the Wesley Girls yi na no unjustified baby and what Wesley Girls for betumi justify am baby and you am betumi justify am now excuse our Wesley Girls edema and he say omo de omo ye mission school for the past 188 years. But some mission school no in the year 1961 and I say aban ebemu started some omo running Wesley Girls near there 1961 what I say Ghana aban sika and I call Wesley Girls for honomo inti aban is saying na timemu for sika na dey running Wesley Girls na say sa timemu ni na ba wo school so ye gremoni a o Wesley Girls say o de o nsese o school ni mu ni ade nti no untumi ma no ho kwan gise o ye Methodist ni by force onene ya onne Wesley Girls for ya adua enye because Wesley Girls no a publicly funded institution under the constitution into mutumi citizen bi so se on dane ne som anase ne som de ne som require of ono sign nipa no oba Wesley Girls hono dia onjan fanto ho anase de ne som require no odu Wesley Girls nkwa dia ontumi ye but ni sika as a citizen no ene de running school no nti ade na the Wesley Girls no in fact lawsuit no about 48 pages nti na me summarize them no o say the Wesley Girls no ni cheche mu ina ne say some Wesley Girls for no omo infringe on human rights afi so the Wesley Girls for no eni emramu now so say ye jai ma Wesley Girls for ekoso aya e ba be da ne mra say so your mission school dia and na wo betumi aye de opebia ti say Wesley Girls for into Wesley Girls for de no ye ncho constitution mu de now so say ye jitum na ye hwehwe han say Wesley Girls for nkoso anya na ba be kan ye mra no nti won we be ka se me Roman school we be ka se me we Aleduna school we be ka se me GD school we be ka se me Muzama school we be ka se me SDA school we be ka se me Presby school. The Supreme Court tie nkomo yi na obo any the reasons yi na wama any the Wesley Girls for ye ni na the Supreme Court tenase etia asem no mu se asem de ebubo Wesley Girls opene ma back 8 pe e dey free Supreme Court. Number 1, Supreme Court declare say Wesley Girls for policy are a prohibited belief, practice and also observance of Islam by Muslim students. No, it's Ghana yemra any international human rights. 2, Supreme Court declare say Wesley Girls shall more share in Crawford so more ye Methodist school into Oba Methodist for Nyoma and Awobe no. A unconstitutional. Supreme Court declare say Sasubaine a unconstitutional. Supreme Court Sasu declare says Wesley Girls for policy. Emma Muslims quine. Come on for can once in the year 2021. Emma Muslims quine. Emma want to me exercising on religious rights. Recognized under Ghana Yemrano. Supreme Court declare says our policy no. Unlawfully discriminatory. Supreme Court answers to declare for Supreme Court answers to declare say Wesley Girls limitations on what they are Muslim students and so no and one Muslim students and young koso Wesley Girls and what international human rights is seeking the welfare of an individual but the individual on back Wesley Girls. Na say or you Muslim, sa welfare no to me enjoy. 5, Supreme Court declare say education service na one the Ministry of Education no. Omat na honomo and no mama Wesley Girls kwan and Wesley Girls there and Wesley Girls there and Wesley Girls share Muslims so a violation of Article 56 into your declare say education service so no a committee on lawful acts our has on what's now Wesley Girls and come to me call Wesley Girls to order. No more yes, sir. 6 say Supreme Court etia semi na semi bubu Wesley Girls. Omofa order emra I be restraining Wesley Girls any education service no from further so mo be cause so sa policy no eso. I say sa faith policy no and a no Islam low key policy na Wesley Girls. Supreme Court enfa order emra be prevent Wesley Girls. So me continue sa policy. Anya sa dia anhwe na schools ahodo no enso akopi Wesley Girls policy no. In the Supreme Court dey sa restraining order ne ba. Education services so be make sure say other schools ain't me copy policy. 7 say Supreme Court never order amra to the second defendant education service no. Say ne be ya complain be e be ba education service no efa osom hu nyuma ne ade no. On be fa kwan so e make sure so obi abetumi asom regardless of school a obekọ nipa de betumi asom nya na asom bi was high school ni mo. Na nko yes complain ba na education service na yi omuni. Supreme Court no enfa order ebe direct education service no on how we betumi manage side no no. E ma mu live in the vague sa keke. Na education service ni nam ho. Se na be ya obia school or bia no public school bia nipa ni ko bia no. E nipa ni betumi enjoy the fundamental human rights, rights of worship nipa ni betumi enjoy. Afa so de to so wotwe order bia na Supreme Court ni susu say esefata so order bia no order na asem mfa na asem nko ntia de asem beda hoyi enen de amanfo say na attorney general ankasa so de o say den na attorney general say o only the can dey simple what is say go for can say na since 1961 ni ade Wesley Girls ba be publicly funded ni ade Wesley Girls no mo ye mission school and sana ban ne kwesere o mo say oh Wesley Girls ye pese ye come ho na enkoye say be mission school nko akeke na Ghana fo nyina so betumi enjoy bi ene ade nti aban ne support Wesley Girls enye say aban no ene wo full control over Wesley Girls still ano fundamentally no omo ho kwan so me practice omo religious beliefs. Into primarily no omo a mission school or say under today's governing law, faith-based schools are explicitly recognized as unique institutions within the public system. They enter formal agreements with the Ghana Education Service, maintain representation at the national level, and are legally acknowledged as faith-based bodies. Wesley Girls, therefore, in the Attorney General's view, remains a Methodist mission school that receives government support but retains its right to practice and promote its religion. It's a Attorney General already. Do bet me aka fa Wesley Girls. Starting no, na ye nyanten asem no so. E Supreme Court. Inti ano de, amanfo started chiro wadwen. The Methodist Church, Ghana, in a bet troye. So Wesley Girls School no stand firm in its heritage and identity. So what that's why Jerome so 10 toes. Shafic Osman said that. That's why Jerome so. Because Attorney General no are affirming school and rights to uphold its Methodist Christian character and maintain its faith-based practices in the ongoing Shafic Osman versus Gehe case. Into a Methodist church, no. Omo who said the Attorney General be kind, no. Attorney General support you. And remember, say our rates no. Shafic Osman and a plaintiff. Defendant, the first defendant, a board of Wesley Girls, no, including Wesley Girls School. No. Second defendant, a education service. Second defendant, a education service, no, a Ministry of Education. No. And a third defendant, a Attorney General. No. Into Attorney General and a Becca Sansom way. And a Wesley Girls through Methodist Church, no. And a Becca say, Attorney General, my thumbs up. Meanwhile, na Education Minister, Honorable Arena Iduso, our Parliament, dear. Osimasa. Yeah, it's na ha say, Bia and Becca say, Obi so many Obi so muntino. Obi Baba show Obi so, school be more nasa bibia. You may make sure. So regardless of Obi asoma awesome no, Obi to me ako school. Now I enjoy school no. Now to me asom ni nyankopon ana said you awesome bia awesome biemu. We any some honorable how I do so. I can end on the floor of Parliament.
Our work. Mr. Speaker, let me also use this opportunity in debating the budget since I speak as the present Minister for Education, that there is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standards and even standard expected of us in Ghana's Constitution under Article 33(5) and 26(1) of the Constitution. And then to assure our colleagues that we have a duty to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian child and to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian citizen. No right is divisible, and that we will not countenance any action by any person to deny any Ghanaian girl the opportunity to profess or practice any religion. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude.
But as some nakasangasa, eko piemu, Supreme Court. I'm say Supreme Court hono. Justice Pawmang and the presiding judge. There's a judge for and so a canoe. A judge for and so no. Bako, Justice a J. Frimpong. Bako, Justice Yaudako Asari. Bako, Justice Senor Jamefe. Bako, Justice Philip Bright Mensah. Bako, Justice Janapari Battles Kujo. And a Bako, Justice Kuku Teria Aka Bafo. Inti Supreme Court a judge for Motina Assembly Sono. In song, including Justice Pawmang. Sorry, first make 8. 7, including Justice Pawmang. Name 7 no. Justice Pawmang and a presiding judge are Otina Semiso. It's a now court. Now no court no. Now common Korea Attorney General say, new opinion no share ye. Just a Methodist sorry no. And this apples the bar or Twitter media. And any overall opinion on case no. A fair answer. Or any statement of the case near identity. Justices no eman Supreme Court eman no amending the statement of the case. Name of the other two about there. Based on arguments also in public. Say buying a funding Wesley Girls into no mission school biom and it's no cancer asem. Now Supreme Court so there to once. And no grandpa the faton chair answer. The here summary and they say and they about court no. Wesley Girls for informal lawyer ma. Wesley Girls for informal response to a suit no MI. Inti yema Wesley Girls for 14 days. Ba ko mienu miensa enai enum ensia enson enwotwe enkron edu du ba ko du mienu du miensa du 9 14 days. Say Shafic Osman asem o de abebedan Supreme Court no. Wesley Girls for emfa no yembra. Na yen hye asem gi no. Ase. Ina Shafic Osman Esha say oboni same on social media so because I say asem no enya asem kesi bia na Ali Basit crash summarize asem na man according to Ali Basit no I say ono ne wo fase e friend Zakia Awudu Echo school Wesley Girls or representing Wesley Girls cra no e wo national maths and science quiz mu a odi omudu echi ne wo fase ne original picture no na ongu hijab ono no di AI edit picture na wa hye ne wo fase ne hijab na ne wo fase no na oye Muslim or that's why a Muslim and or representing Wesley Girls or National Maths and Science Quiz or when beside is or ye kremoni ana say or ye Methodist ni ana and no man represent here or ye kremoni kwa no man represent here eru National Maths and Science Quiz o man sim inti adenti and no mu to him as han wo fa se no man kwan say or ye Muslim na so or representing Wesley Girls our National Maths and Science Quiz and they no more man is kwan na e man wo fa se no say do Ramadan bre when you say Muslims but bonfire 5 times in a day omo man wo fa se ne kwan no bonfire 5 times in a day Ali Basiti asem na ani ni wo fa se no Wesley Girls for man ho kwan say ko represent we ge our National Maths and Science Quiz because onim ade omo anka say we Muslim nti ma wonko it's ade na wo fa se ko no ye Muslim no mo de ne ko gina National Maths and Science Quiz no omo ma ne wo fa se ko na kwan na ombo mpa 5 times a day enye masalachi no mo pe omo mpe mosque bebe e clean bi omo Muslims ye omo betumi asekete wo ho no ma bo mpa e eno pe eni ade omo se Ramadan dua omo ma nkwala ne kwan no mo bo mpa na Shafic say asem na ni. This is what the case is about, guys. Don't let anyone obfuscate it. Why is it okay for students to hide, to fast or pray? Why? Don't let anyone invite you to disingenuous reductions of our case. We are not asking the school to build a mosque or throw a buffet iftar. Our ask is so basic. It is crazy we are even here. Almost said no. Very basic. Very basic. Adikit we be. Man kwala ne kwai. Na Ramadan dua omo mompae 5 times in a day. Omo nye fasting. Mo kwai. Amafo bi so we chire ho bisa. Since ma yenuanu Muslim for kwai. No mo ye Ramadan na. Se du akweside na me say hey Ghana for be serious. Obi se ye du akweside ana say ewukude ya. Eno so ne ye ma yenu anu mo gina na no di kwan no mu twa ponche. Oh my God, Ghana is an interesting country, you know. Ghana is a country where we can all coexist, share our opinions and all of that. But so you can share your opinion, right? It's been a more story, no, more the background and everything. What the entire story is about? About 48 pages, but I'm summarizing the whole case at the amount. Feel free in the comment section.